How did you get into choreographing your own stuff and like just poppy dance in general?
You're always watching. You're always watching for other people. My performance journey really began, kind of two halves to that. Really, the vocal side of it started in elementary school when I got my first solo in the school choir, where I didn't think I stood a chance in hell of getting it. And my old teacher, Miss Allard, believed in me and gave me that opportunity. My first time to really solo out.
Fitchburg?
Yep, Crocker Elementary, yep.
All right, right down the street here.
You betcha. And then maybe a year later, I had started working my first theatrical production at school. And that wasn't a starring role necessarily, but it was a strong character supporting role that I had done. And that was kind of the first opportunity that I had to really watch older kids perform, take in scripts, take in information, listen to directors and take that direction. And then everything kind of branches off from there. So really a lot of my love for performance comes from theater to start. And by the time I got to high school, I had joined the step team and the dance team, and I learned how cool it was to have people call out your name and be excited to see you, not necessarily just be excited for a character that you just played.
Right.
So hearing myself be recognized rather than me through a character be recognized, that was a major turn on for me in that moment. So ever since then, with the dancing, the following year I had worked with Will D'Arcangelo, who was formerly a substitute teacher for Fitchburg High. Now he's the minister at the First Parish Church, where we have our company, Young Coffee Productions.
Okay.
And we had started up a band, and he was working on an album, and I had never been a part of an album project before, been in a recording studio, but I just knew I want to work with that guy. And him bringing me to the studio for the first time and me layering on my vocals just as a backing vocalist, that was the moment where I knew this is what I need to be doing. I need to be a musical artist. I can take my theatrical training for putting on the best performances I can, whether it's costumes or dancing or whatever, because I'd watched enough people from who I'd worked with, and I'd also taken in a lot of choreo at that point too from shows that I'd done, and I knew that I needed to form this into something that represents me. Yeah. And truth be told, the biggest nail in the coffin for starting to really get the gears turning on music is what I want to do. It was June 25th, 2009, the day that Michael Jackson died.
I would say that's the day Michael Jackson died.
Those numbers will be forever grained into my psyche.
I'll never forget that day either.
It's almost like a Whitney or a Kobe. You lose that person.
That was yesterday.
Bro,
for Kobe.
I hate to interrupt. When you said that, my first thought was like, that was the date of like some crazy like Columbine shooting. You know what I mean? Like some crazy shit. No, and then you guys are like Michael Jackson.
No, I remember. I remember it was like you. I'm sure it was the day that like it's engraved into my memory. I was playing outside with my friend. It was actually the day before. It was the first day I ever watched porn. I was in 3rd grade. My friend showed me porn.
Sailor.
Yeah, he showed me porn, and I was like mind blown. So it was a pretty big day. The next day, you know, I had come to knowledge, and then I remember we were outside. We were like, we used to play around with like, you know, swords and Nerf guns and stuff. And then his mom came out and was like, "You guys have to come inside right now." It was like the nicest lady I ever met. I've never seen her without a smile my whole life. She like brought us in, was like, "You need to come here right now," and like gathered us around the computer. And she was crying her eyes out. Michael Jackson just died.
He's the voice of a generation.
She's
man.
like, and she just like couldn't handle it. And like at the time, I couldn't really, but you know, obviously, I mean, maybe not. You clearly.
There's very few people where it feels like the world shuts down in that moment. And truth be told, I wasn't actually really a Michael Jackson fan before then.
It was just the fact that the world has shut down for one person.
I knew Thriller, and I'd listened to Thriller front to back.
That's what I mean, was more like I knew of him, but like I didn't have the knowledge to really grasp the idea of his passing, you know?
Exactly. And when he died, VH1 Classic did an entire weekend of just his music videos. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I overdosed on Michael content, and that was really what started.
Okay, I can really see the Michael inspiration.
And that was before I joined. That was right before high school. Before I went to high school, so that was before I even done the dance team, the step team, all the vocal stuff. That was really like the ground zero for me of wanting to go into music. Before it was nice hearing my name called and all of that. Right. That seeing what Michael did through his video work with the cost. It was the first time I'd seen an artist take in all the things of my training, dancing and flashy costumes, high energy performance, theatricality. creating your own style. That was the ground zero for everything since then. So I kind of always make it a point to just take a sec on June 25th every year just to remember, hey, this was the day that literally changed the trajectory of your life.
Yeah.